مسؤول عن منطقة الشرق الاوسط وشمال افريقيا لفتح باب المناقشة. Please welcome Dr. Omar Mustafa, Associate Global Director, Middle East and North Africa, RCP London, to lead our discussion.
شكرا جزيلا. Okay. So let me just get my slides. There you go. Okay. Okay. Share my screen. Okay, شكرا جزيلا على الدعوة وتحية للزملاء في العراق. Thanks so much for inviting me to join the discussion today around RCP global work in Iraq, and we're delighted to see the vision and the mission of the college around education, influencing healthcare and improving. There are a number of those opportunities available and ripe for development. And I'll go through some of those examples, and then we'll conclude with hopefully a roadmap on how we can capitalize on the opportunities. So the membership and fellowship has been reformed. There's a new process. We're seeing a lot more applications from our region, and certainly from Iraq in the last rounds that we've chaired and put through. So a lot of new blood, a lot of enthusiasm to change. From an education perspective, as Mumtaz said, we're very keen for the developing the exam and the PACES Center in Iraq to be as one of our central pieces in the region. As you can see, there are a number of regions, but there is a lot of enthusiasm to pair that with current exams in the region and opportunities to pair up with current local postgraduate training, whether the Iraqi or the Arab Board of Medical Specializations, to provide more opportunities, and that leads to potentially more opportunities around exchange programs, fellowships for trainees and trainers, and that helps invest in local training, but also sustainability of workforce within the region. And certainly our historic collaboration with Iraq needs a revival, and that's something that we continue to build on with the help of the network and partners in the country. And as Mumtaz mentioned, I briefly mentioned here some of the conferences and the events that happened, but also that maps and links with a lot of the events that are happening globally, with a lot of opportunities to partner with other events that are happening in neighboring regions or other global positions. The other theme of the college is around influencing how healthcare is designed and delivered, and improving healthcare. And there are some of the examples that I quote here from our region and from the other regions in the world around governance. There's a big project in Oman around stroke work and developing national guidelines which influence a lot of policies and quality improvement projects within the country. The other big project which happened in Myanmar, Burma, around implementation of warning scores within the hospital to alert about deteriorating patients and how that influenced and helped healthcare within the country. There is a bigger project within Africa, within the East, within ESCOP, which is the East, South and Central Africa, around improving training and how we train better physicians through the college, but also through accreditation of training centers and training programs, and collaboration with the college at local training centers in the region. In addition to a lot of other examples around the world, for example, our collaboration with India around establishing training programs, but also with, for example, Iceland around accreditation and development of their medical training. So potentially a lot of partnerships here. Which leads us to how we can take this forward. It's clearly important to identify and refine the needs of the country, of the various organizations, in line with both parties' strategies and how we can crystallize those into opportunities that have measurable and deliverable outcomes that are sustainable, that can be taken forward and developed within the country, and that's a key to success. And also it's important to recognise stakeholders' engagement, whether it's within the country, whether it's governmental or non-governmental, in partnership with the college, and how can the college either be involved in this or signpost it to other partners within the country or for our global partnerships to drive those forward. So, and I'll leave that here, but thank you very much for listening, and I'm happy to take questions and facilitate discussions.